he has to take on an empty stomach. And so I heard him munching this morning before I got up to get him his pill. So yeah, I'm just gonna get this off my chest so I don't dwell on it and start getting any kind of resentment, because those aren't good for me. It's not that good that I get. It's not good that anybody gets resentments, but I'm only talking about me today. You know, Tucker hasn't had his nails done since the beginning of March. Right? It's like April 7th or May 17th. Like, he's long overdue. And Tuck, you're a good dog. Benny, you're a good dog. Here, bud, go sit by Grandma. Come here, go over here. Go by Grandma right now. You're just also ordinary. They're all failing the freaking CMEs and shit too. And plus, there's a fire outside someplace. I can't determine where it's coming from. So they haven't had. Beginning of March is the last time Tucker, like the first week, Saturday or something. Good boy, Tuck. And he's got to have his real done, and I can't do it by myself. And I reached out to the girl that had been coming out to do it for like several months. She came out several times. Like, I thought we had a good rapport, you know. And so, I mean, I met her before. I knew her I met her socially before I became her client, so to speak. So anyway, you just never can tell with people. So you're just supposed to be good with them regardless of how they treat you. And so, like, her boyfriend had a birthday like 4 days after mine, and a week vacation turned into a 2-week vacation. And then that's when she was supposed to be at my house. That's like 5 weeks out for him to get his nails done. She was gone. She was just gone, and I kept sending her message and calling, and nothing back. And then trying to move in the midst of all this. And then so finally 3 weeks ago, she calls me back. 3 weeks ago. And she's like, I'm so sorry. It took me so long to get back to you. Oh, okay, just my dog has a big tumor on his side, and so he compensates with this. And so last night I noticed that he started licking in his armpit. And I looked at his paw, I'm like, God damn, his nails are fucking long. And so I'm mama bear, you know? I'm mama bear when it comes to my critters and it comes to my mom and something that they need. It's going to cause them, like, physical pain. Vinny, stop. Please, go sit by Grandma. Come over here. Come on, call Vinny. Come on, Vinny. Come on, Vinny. Good boy. Good boy, Vinny. He's a Marge, that's a guy, Margie. That's a guy. Oh, it's not even pointing at them. It's just a guy. He's just the guy. Vinny the guy. There you go. How's that? Is that better? Yes. There, that's better, huh? Yes, it is. Good. And so, I'm sorry, okay. And she's like, well, next week, this Saturday, I'm covering for Chachi, who's going to Grand Canyon. And then the Saturday after that, I'm going to Arizona to see going wherever. I'm going to go visit my mom. And I was like, okay, I'm thinking she was going to call me and, like, set up the next Saturday. Uh-huh. But then she's put me out 3 weeks again. This is just how they do it in Taos, man. I guess it's like this everywhere. And I was coming off such a pink cloud this morning after waking up. Oh, my God, Mom has a half-sister. And then going and meeting a cousin and all that, you know. And then so I was still flying on that little pink cloud.
And then I drove out to where the girl works, which is on like closer to where I used to live. And I said, "Tell me you can come see us tomorrow." And she's like, "Here, let me look." Oh, dang it, I'm all booked up tomorrow. I'll tell you what, though, I can come Tuesday. I said, well, no, I said that's not, because Tucker's like, he's licking his arm because it's a whole thing. Like, I could explain it all, but you know, it didn't matter. Tuesday after work was as good. And I'm like, okay, so I remember this dude that I ran into the water tower twice. And I gave him cookies. And he loved them. And he told me he worked at a groomer place, and I tried to go in that groomer place, and the lady barked at me before. And he's like, "Yeah, she's kind of tough. I think she's got to be a Scorpio, man. She totally feels like a Scorpio." Yeah. So I said, "Well, maybe I'll go trying him." And I walked, it was so loud in there. He was washing a dog or drying a dog. That's why it was super loud. And like I didn't see her, and she was over behind the counter, and she has like a gate that you go in through the wrought iron door, and then there's like a cage you got to go in through, and another gate, and it's just like, it's not like welcoming, I mean, there's a lot of stuff in there, but it's hard to get in there. And so I get in there, and I said, "Well, does the lady, or, does the young guy work here?" And he's, "Oh, no, he just does my baths. I'm the groomer. This is my place," and all that stuff. And I was like, "Well, I need my dog." Here's the situation. I explained it to her. She said, "Well, I can do it after work. Call me at 5. And then so I call her at 10 minutes to 5. And then she calls me back like 10 minutes later. She's like, "Well, I was almost home, and then I remember I said I was going to do that for you." Good boy, Tuck. Good boy. Here. Good boy. I'll take it off if you don't lick. Good boy. My love nugget. You're so handsome and smart and funny and all of those things. Boy, you're so handsome. And so I looked in his armpit, and he was licking it last night. He was just like over, like methodically licking it. Is he gonna do it now? I think it's not, sir. There he goes. Then he puts his head down. It's like after 8. He's gotta be tired. Isn't he cute? If he does it one more time, he's just trying to get comfy. Look at him, how cute he is. I'm just gonna put this on just so I don't have to worry though, because he's like a pacifier. It's like a pacifier. Come on, not in a mood ever for that one, Mom. Luna got a pink one today. It was like $5. These are great for instead of those cones, those plastic cones. Those are terrible for mediums. These are perfect. Keep them from messing with stuff. Anyway, so I go, and then and she's like, "Oh, okay, I'm all booked up." And then Tuesday, and then okay, so I went to the other place. And then so she was like, "Oh," and she's like, "You said I said no. I said if you go, we had a miscommunication, and it made it weird." And I was like standing on, I went out. She's like, "I'll be there in 5 minutes." And I went out to the road and was waiting for her. And at some point she passed me by and had it stuck that I said one thing, but I said something else. But she got here. And she came in, she's like, "Oh, you're a veteran." And she was like, "I'll do all your dogs." And I was like, no. We don't need, we don't need that. And she was very adamant. And her mom was Army for 30 years. I was like, it's a different. And then she started talking to politics for me, and I'm like, it's a circle jerk. Like, I think it's all, like, I don't live on the same planet that everybody else does, because it's all nonsense to me. Like, people talk to me sports, like, there's too many people that really do not and cannot. They don't know how to take care of themselves, because either they never were taken care of, or they were taken care of so much. That's what happened to Mom. Mom was taking, like, you did all the family vacations, and right, Mom? You did all the American stereotypical things in the 60s, right? And then as soon as you went to high school, it's like your parents did a switch, huh?
Yeah.
And they just gave you a suitcase for your 18th birthday
Yeah.
and said, take care. That's it.
See you later.
See you later. Mom did that to me when I was 18, huh, Mom? Yeah. She took my money, too. The stuff we get over. So, I love you dearly, Mom. We're not even the same people like that no more, huh? You've been a different person, what? 7 times 6. What you doing? Missy Miss? She said, nothing, it's my toes, it's not my tummy. She is actually, hasn't even hardly messed with her stomach at all. She's licked it because they got blood on it. And she was clean. She's more cleaning herself, and I could tell she just feels so much better, And then that happened with Tucker, and I just, it just like, damn it. Like, there goes here comes the dip. And so, I called the girl back. I said, don't worry about Tuesday. I got it covered. And then the lady came, and then she did it. She quit. That sucked. She quit. It was awkward. It'll go different next time, because, she already knows where the place is. We've already established, so it'll be different. But and it was cool because she said she'll bring over the Dremel, and he does better with the Dremel anyway. So, good boy, Tuck. Good boy, Tuck. He's just tired, so. Anyway, it was just a very disappointing day, It's like, because I'm not good at social cues either. Well, you know what I'm bad at? I'm bad at telling that when people act like they're nice to me, which usually, well, I don't know, I'm in Taos. It's a 50-50 chance. It's either good customer service or, they let you know they don't want you to come back. And usually people aren't going to come back to where they're treated poor, right? But just like, if you don't want to trim my dog's nails, just say, I don't want to trim your dog's nails. Just say that. It's okay. I'll find somebody else. But I think I already found somebody else anyway that's willing, to come by after work real quick. Because she lives like 2 miles from me, too. Like, it's so weird, man. People trip me out. But they go through their shit, too. You know what I mean? That's why I just gotta let people be. I just have to try and remember, like, because I get so annoyed. Because I get done with people all the time, but then I forgive them. I forget that I get annoyed and pissed, and then I see them, I'm like, oh, hey, how's it going? And I'm like, oh, well, shit, I was fucking mad at them, damn it. Want to go over here? Yep, he said, Ma, I want to go there. Good boy, dogs. Good boy. Come on, Luke, move over. Go down there. Come on, pretty. Come on. Oh, sorry, Tuck. Good dog. Good dog. Good boy. Good boy. I love you the most. No, sir, I think you do not. Good boy. Please don't. So yeah, I don't know if I can't. And I just, Because but it, you know what helps, Mom? You know what helps determine that to decipher or be the deciding factor is you used to always say, where are their feet? Like they say these things, but how do they act? And then go by people's actions. And then most of the time what people are say is just like air out their ass. Like, I'm talking out my ass. I was talking to my earth angel today. I say, you know how many people are programmed on this planet just to say the most trite, stereotypical bullshit that, I hated it when I was in corporate America. Like every Wednesday, gonna watch the Husker game this weekend? No, I'd rather take this pen and frickin' shove it into my eye than partake in any kind of nonsense like that, There's all the things I'd rather do than anything related to politics at all. Sports, organized religion, anything that keeps people away, hey, give us all your money and so we can do good, but they always forget to do the good part and that shit never trickles down. I really can't have, Mom got her DNA test results. I think it's funny because I don't really speak on a lot of things that don't concern me really. And authenticity, it doesn't concern me. It never has. I want to know because I'm curious, but I am not one of those, I'm not proud of, I don't partake in pride in categories like that. Because Mom was a throwaway, and I was a throwaway. So... the clan ain't never really took us in. So as an outsider, it makes it real easy for me to critique groups that are gonna let people in their group succeed in life. And why should anybody else try when the position's already been filled? You know what I mean? So I kind of just I'll try because maybe I'll get lucky. And sometimes I get lucky. What's the matter, Tuck? Want to come over here? Get comfy. Go get comfy. Come over here and get comfy. You getting tired, Ma? Want to keep listening to my talk?
Yeah, I'm listening. You're a big speaker. Time to get comfy. Good boy. I can't remember what I was saying.
Where are people's feet? I don't know. I guess I got real good with being alone, with not having friends.
Yeah, that's all.
But is it worse to have friends and then or have friends and lose them, have them do something that just totally breaks your heart?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just can't tell what people are gonna do anymore because they're no. So I went into town about 7:00 tonight because I haven't ever done that. I mean, I lived here 3 years and that's the latest I ever. I used to go to fucking Broadway shows and concerts and I used to do all that 3D bullshit. I used to partake in all of it just to have the experience. And so I went up to the north side of town to get gas. And it's so funny. One place it was $3.49 the other day. And then it was $3.09. And then it was $3.19. But there's all different. And these are all owned by the same company. It's such a trip. You're okay, Tuck. Anyway, maybe I'm not going to turn off the light. You don't like the light. I'm going to wrap this up anyway. So I went and got gas and then just to see, and there was there's the cars that are just racing around that do the donuts and the intersect. Now, mind you, Taos, New Mexico, there's 7,000 people that live in the city, but in the county there's 30,000. But then when the Tourons come in, the people with extra houses and all the, extra shit, they come here, to spend some time, and then the rest of the time you can come stay for like $180 a night. Bullshit. Good boy, I'm gonna come over in a sec. We're gonna cuddle and watch some TV. And went to the flower shop, and I was talking to the dude there and trying getting his how he sees things, you know. And like I said, so what do people do? Like, it's Friday night, like they'll go out to eat, but all the restaurants around here close at 9, maybe 10. I think there's the bar in town that like they have a band that starts at 10, but like nothing goes on, you know. I think there's high schools that are graduating tonight, you know, all 24 of the graduates, and I can't believe the money and resources put into like chair covers and all this. Like is the whole county just full of like spoiled, like you know, and I listen to what they want to be. Oh, he wants to be an information technology, blah blah blah. And I'm like, you know what, kid? I'm one of those. Don't go that way. Learn the trade, do something practical, and don't enlist. And that's what was kind of weird about this chick that like came over to do the nails, because like her mom was in the army for 30 years, and she was talking about, oh yeah, and I'm an armed brat, and I got to go here, and we got to live all over Europe, and there are people that hated America, and I'm like, I wonder fucking why. You know, I said it's all a crock, and she's like, oh no, I beg to differ. And I'm like, oh, okay, you would, because you got the privilege. I didn't. I did the work. You got the scenario, you got the show, you got the script. I saw behind the scenes. So you got your perspective, you know, I got my life experience, and you got your perspective of your mom's 30 years of freaking military. As far as I'm concerned, it's fucking welfare for assholes. But they just say, hey, you know what? I'm willing to kill for the idea of freaking freedom when it don't really exist, and I'll go along and play your stupid game as long as I get direct deposit and I can go to the dentist when I need. As long as my shit's taken care of, man. It used to be, and it wasn't very long ago, that people got okay, either prison or military. So military ain't full of fucking a whole lot of really rad people. It's a lot of people that don't have freaking any choice. That's like I did. I didn't have any choice. I had to go to college. I didn't want student loans, so I gave them 6 years of my life for the GI Bill. And I finished my last class November 19th, 2006. And the last day of my enlistment was like the 28th November. Like, I did it by 9 days. I completed my goal. I did it. I look around. I was like, dude, people don't even complete goals anymore. It's so sad what's happened to society. People just sat there. They just said, I'll take whatever. Give me that burger. Oh well. You know, I feel bad about my situation in life. I'm just gonna sit here. Give me that cake. You know, it just like it, and then it turned into Wall-E. Planet Earth is turning into Wall-E. And people that don't care about themselves, they're not going to care about other people. I don't care about what nobody else says. It's a true thing. They don't care about themselves. They're not going to care about nobody else. Look how many people. Even, dude, I saw this police officer today. That was fucking warbling across the street. Taos, one of Taos' finest. Oh, I'm gonna call you back, Mr. Iski. I'll call you tomorrow, sir. It's 9:30 where he's at. Hold on a sec. Are you good?
Yep, I was just busy all day. I got to replant.
You have to replant? Why? How many acres?
14.
Oh, that's not bad, but why?
Well,
Oh. Not enough moisture or too much?
well, it was just cold and it didn't germinate properly.
Okay.
So I was running around doing this and doing that. And finally I got everything together, and I got the neighbor's got plenty of seed, and if he didn't, then I'd spray company does.
Yeah, I know it. We're doing good. I called to tell you that I woke up. Mom got that. I had that other DNA test done for her, and she got the results back this morning. Okay, if you look on a map where we live in Taos, right? 10 miles north of Taos is Arroyo Hondo, where we moved from just now. And Arroyo Hondo is like right in the middle of a place called Cuesta. It's right in the middle of Cuesta and Taos, right? And we met Mom's cousin his name's Adrian. He came to see us that Memorial weekend, right? Well, then I had her do another DNA test, like I said, the results came back this morning. She has a half sister in Cuesta. Yeah. So I'm getting closer to find out who her parents are. Her parent. I'm getting closer. See, when you do the right thing and God wants you to end up where you're supposed to be, you're gonna. And when people fight it, then we get the world as stupid as it is. How come what?
The test thing.
I did a different test. There's Ancestry and there's 23andMe. She did the Ancestry. That's how we found her cousin. And then I just had her do the 23andMe one. So different people, different relatives. I went and met Mom's half sister. I found her daughter because I looked up her name, and then came up with some court documents, and found her on Facebook and saw where she worked, and then went down and talked to her this morning. And yeah. Well, it's a surprise. It just so happens there was a death in the family, so her aunties are up from Albuquerque or Santa Fe, wherever they live, this weekend. So I let her take a bunch of pictures of screenshots I had of Mom, like when she was in high school, and like the DNA results that said, sibling. And she's like, it can't be. She's like, my mom was the youngest and she was born in 47. And I was like, no, sorry, I don't know what to tell you, And they could have Mom could be older than she is too, because this was New Mexico in the 50s and they fudged records all over the place. I don't care about how proud of their census bunch of gringos and shit. I don't know. Anyway, so the story unfolds. It was just so trippy, I couldn't believe it. That's why I called so early. I thought you would be freaking having coffee and shit. But you were up and out in the fields. But isn't that a trip that we end up here, and then freaking Mom's freaking relatives are right there? I can't even explain it, man. You just keep doing the right thing, and freaking you are led to where you are supposed to be. Anyway, so you're just getting in the field? You're just starting?
No, I had
Oh, okay.
and it rained and rained and rained, and then I was trying to think.
You just declared a do-over?
Yeah, because it was.
Well, at least you figured out quick, and you only had 14 acres. And it wasn't like the whole bottom field or the whole upper field or some crap. Could have been a lot worse, right, Miss Risky? It could always be worse. How are the dogs? How are the dogs doing? Good. And Betty's good? Right on. All right, I'm going to go because I'm doing a YouTube live, but I just wanted to make sure you're okay and stuff. So I'm going to call you later, okay? All right, have a good night. Thanks for calling. Let me know you're good.
Okay.
All right, bye. He was my first friend that I made it off at Mr. Iski. I known him 22 years now. So for 22 years, I haven't heard him say it yet. This is the first year I haven't heard him say it, but like you just heard, he's just in the beginning. He's a farmer. Last year he got the Farmers Award for having 100-year farm in Nebraska. It's been in his family 5 generations, stuff like that, right next to Offutt Air Force Base. I mean, he's the cowboy, I'm the Indian. But he's like the dad that, he's always the one that's there to remind me, don't sweat the small stuff, and it's all small stuff and stuff like that. And he's heard every crazy thought, he's probably heard every crazy thought that's ever come across my head, because it's important to get stuff out of my head, because when it's a terrible neighborhood in there, and if I keep stuff in there that's, it could be harmful to me, and I don't want to do that and live that way. So, it's just like one human being relating to another, and then it just kind of takes the anger out of my angry sale or resentment, and he gives me a little piece of farmer's logic, and puts things in perspective, and life ain't so bad, and let's get on with it. And he took care of both of his parents at the end of their life, so that they could take their last breath in the house that they lived their whole entire lives in. And I remember when I was, because he took a leave of absence and stuff like that, and he's just a really fine example. And I've been taking care of Mom for a long time. Mom's been looking out for me and being my cheerleader, huh, Ma? And because I did that, we end up right back where she started, and she didn't even know it, huh, Ma? It's just such a trip, man. I can't even make this stuff up. It's so bizarre. So I'm curious. I bet there's going to be a lot of interesting conversations this weekend. I think it's funny. I said, you got to excuse. I said, it's so weird. I said, it's been such a long time since I've looked at somebody and seen my face in their face. Because, Ma, the lady I met today, like, you guys have, that's where your nose comes from. I always thought Mom was Italian. Mom's not Italian. Huh, Ma? And she just, that nose is always giving her character. I used to hate it. I'm like, Ma, I got your big nose. Now I love it. Love it, Ma. Love it. So, I can't make this stuff up, man. Traveling thousands of miles just on blind faith, with the faith that started with the faith that sees the side of a mustard seed, Ma. Yeah. And we end up, God, it doesn't even, what? It's such a trip. So, anyway, today's Friday. It's the weekend. We'll see what stories unfold over this weekend. I gave the woman my card. I gave her, she took pictures of Mom when she was like in high school. I said, she was born with 2 club feet. I have Mom's birth certificate. I mean, it says she was born in 1950, but she wasn't adopted till 1953. But that doesn't mean that that's true. She could have very well been born 1946 or 1940. You know what I mean? You know what, Ma? You could be an older old lady than you already are, Ma. Oh, dear calamity. You getting tired? Yep. All right. That's what I got for now. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a rad day.